Today I'm sharing the 7 clear signs that you're probably burning muscle and not body fat. When looking to achieve a weight loss goal, we should always be focused on losing body fat while not losing any or very little muscle mass. When we lose muscle, it results in a slower metabolism as well as becoming more carb sensitive, making it a lot easier to regain the weight that we just lost. Not to mention it just makes us less metabolically healthy. So it's super important you know the signs of when you're actually losing muscle so that you can shift gears and make changes ASAP. So I'm going to share these 7 clear signs that you're losing muscle and not fat. Let's dive into it. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance, and today's video is sponsored by Gem. More on them in a bit. Okay, the first sign is that you're gaining body fat. Now, it is actually possible to lose weight while still gaining body fat. So the scale could be going down, but you could actually be gaining body fat. That's why it's really important to actually measure the right thing. I never recommend just using the scale. You want to use measurements that actually track body fat as well as muscle mass. My favorite option is the InBody. It actually breaks down body fat and muscle mass in pounds as well as percentages, so you can actually see where that weight loss or weight gain is coming from. Because if you're gaining weight, but if it's all from muscle, that's actually a good thing. The body's going to be stronger, you're going to have a healthier metabolism, and overall, you're actually making progress toward body recomposition. But if you're losing muscle while gaining body fat, this is actually making it so the metabolism is slower, you're in a less healthy metabolic state, and you're much more likely to gain back the weight that you lost. So I like InBody, but you could also use a tape measure, which is a better form of measurement than just a typical scale. The InBody can often be found at a gym, or sometimes you can find it at a local health food store. Okay, the second is that you're losing muscle mass. This is what happens when you simply just eat less without actually paying attention to the right types of foods to help hold on to muscle mass. So if you're using the typical eat less, move more strategy of just calorie restriction and doing a lot of cardio or just a lot of movement in general, this is the common outcome. Let's say you're focused on just counting calories, reducing calories, and you drop down to 1,600 calories. You start to lose weight on the scale, and so you think you're making progress. But then suddenly you hit a plateau, so you think, okay, well, I need to just eat a little bit less. So you drop your calories by like another 200. You break through that plateau, you start to lose weight, again, just on the scale, and then you plateau again. And you can see how this process repeats itself. So in order to continue seeing results, you have to keep eating less and less and less. But if you're actually keeping track of the right measurements, you would see that that weight loss was coming from muscle and not body fat, or at least largely from muscle, which is why you had to keep eating less and less and less in order to achieve or maintain those results. When we have more muscle mass, it actually gives us a lot more flexibility with the types of foods we can be eating to help support our goals or even maintain our goals. And it helps to prevent this issue of having to eat less and less and less in order to achieve those goals. Okay, the third sign is that you're feeling exhausted after a workout. This is actually a big sign of overtraining, and one of the results of overtraining is actually losing muscle mass. Good, high quality training that's well structured should make you feel more energized for the day and not totally wiped out. When you're in a state of overtraining, it's really common to either go into the workout feeling burnout or to come out of the workout feeling burnout. Whichever it is, you shouldn't be feeling excessively burnt out after the workout. What's tricky about this one is a lot of people don't think they fall into this category because maybe they're not working out every single day. And so they assume that there's no way they could be overtraining. But a lot of people actually fall into this trap of overtraining because they don't consider the other stressors in their life. Overtraining results because we don't have enough time to recover from stressors. Typically, we would just think of the stressor coming from exercise, but it can come from other stressors as well. Like, for example, if you stand a lot at work, that is a big stressor on the body. Or if you're eating a really poor diet, that is also a stressor on the body. Or if you have just a lot of mental or emotional stress, again, another stressor on the body. So if you're not getting adequate rest and repair from your workouts while also accounting for the other stressors in your body, whether it be physical or mental, this can also lead to a state of overtraining. And the horrible irony of it is that from the state of overtraining, you start to see the reverse of what you're actually trying to achieve. You start to see muscle being lost as well as body fat increasing. So a lot of people try and overcorrect the wrong direction and add in more workouts, which is actually just making the problem worse. Now, I want to give a quick thank you to today's sponsor, Gem. I've been taking Gem for multiple months now. I really like them. The Gem Bite Daily Multi is a whole food multivitamin supplement. I was really impressed by Gem for using whole food ingredients while still covering so many nutritional bases. Plus, oh my gosh, Gem just tastes so good. I actually really look forward to taking these every day. They're slightly sweet, a little tangy. They're just so good. I'm salivating right now, just like thinking about taking it. So I'm gonna take it right now. I like to take the Gem Bite Daily Multi one per day with my breakfast or breakfast. And Gem believes in eating vitamins the way nature intended, which I'm 100% on board with. Each of their bites are packed with over 20 whole food vitamins, minerals, superfoods, prebiotics, and probiotics to help fill the gaps in daily nutrition. I love that Gem is a chewable vitamin made from whole food ingredients like fermented chickpeas for vitamin K2, which is so important to have vitamin K2 because we need it for heart and bone health, quinoa sprouts for B vitamins, turmeric for anti-inflammatory properties, and vitamin D3 from algae. GEM takes a holistic approach to health and uses whole food ingredients that work best together in order to be best absorbed by the body. And it tastes great and makes taking a supplement so much more enjoyable. And right now for my community, GEM is offering 50% off your first month. So head over to dailygem.com/autumnbates and use my code autumnbates at checkout so you don't miss out on the discount. Also have the link down description below. Okay, the fourth sign is that you're feeling weaker. This really goes along with the overtraining. If you find that with your workouts, you can no longer do the same intensity or you're not progressing with your workouts, but instead maybe you're actually regressing, then you're probably losing muscle mass. So if maybe in the past you're able to use 15-pound dumbbells, but now you can only use like 12 or 10-pound dumbbells, then that is a huge red flag. You should be getting progressively stronger when you're actually maintaining or even increasing muscle mass a bit and not getting weaker. Okay, the fifth is you're getting poor sleep. And specifically, you're getting poor sleep all of a sudden. Like if you've always had poor sleep, there could be other issues going on, like you don't have a good bedtime routine or maybe some nutrient deficiencies. But if suddenly, especially if you are on some type of body recomposition journey, you're noticing that you're not getting great sleep or you're waking up throughout the night, this is also another huge red flag. Because when you're not eating enough to help support body recomposition and therefore could be losing muscle mass, this can result in cortisol spikes throughout the day that can disrupt our sleep hormone melatonin, which makes it much more likely that you're going to have either restless sleep or wake up often throughout the night. If instead you're getting deep, high quality sleep every single night, then this is a good sign that you probably are on the right track. Okay, the sixth sign is that you're feeling cold all the time, especially again, if this is a sudden change. When we aren't eating enough to support our body's needs during body recomposition, this can lead to the body having difficulties with regulating internal temperatures. Plus, having muscle mass actually helps to keep us warm. It's a big portion of actually regulating our body temperature. So if you're losing muscle mass, it's getting harder for the body to actually maintain a consistent body temperature and therefore could result in you feeling colder more often, especially when other people aren't feeling very cold. Okay, the seventh clear sign is that you're just losing motivation in general or you have low energy levels. We need proper fuel and a well-functioning metabolism in order to have good energy levels and feel good throughout the day. On the flip side, a slowing metabolism as a result of losing muscle mass can result in lower energy levels or feeling sluggish or unmotivated. Again, especially if this is a sudden change. If usually you're somebody who's highly energized, highly motivated, and suddenly you're just feeling really sluggish and not feeling motivated for work or your workouts or things that usually you would be motivated for, then this is a very big red flag that you need to take note of. Now, in addition to knowing the signs that you're burning muscle and not fat, you also want to make sure you know the signs that you are burning fat while not burning muscle. So for those signs, make sure you check out this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love the science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.